If you've watched any of my videos, even the non-deck reviews, I think you'll notice some commonalities from piece to piece. Shallow depth of field, muted colors, moving cameras, unique angles and edge lighting. It's my style, and every artist has one. Often it's what defines us. The trick, however, is to keep experimenting and moving forward, to keep evolving. Now, the world of playing card designers is no different, and Italian designer Giovanni Meroni has an unmistakable style, completely unique. And his latest deck, the Lunatica series, maintains the strong aesthetic sense he's developed while still pushing it forward in new and exciting ways. Quickly, before we get into it, make sure to stay until the end of the video for a chance to win the prismatic foil embossed Phoenix and Chimera Lunatica decks directly from me. And also, I'm going to announce the winner of my Illusionist E deck at the end of the video, so please stay tuned for that. Let's get into it.
Originally a successfully funded Kickstarter project, Lunatica is a 2-deck series produced by Giovanni's company Thirdway Industries and printed by the United States Playing Card Company. The deck has 2 main variants with the same overall artistic themes, but some minor differences we'll get into: the yellow Equinox deck and the orange Solstice deck. Each deck is also offered in limited edition runs of 1500 that include an upgraded embossed tuck box with premium matte paper and holographic foil stamping, as well as custom numbered seals, the Chimera and Phoenix editions respectively. Perhaps the most defining feature of the Lunatica decks are the uniquely bright and distinct neon colors. Giovanni's color choices actually involved using specific Pantone neon colors that were impossible to achieve with standard CYMK ink printing. And Giovanni proudly boasts his series as being quote-unquote the most neon deck ever produced by the USPCC. In person, the colors are bright and spectacular, and ultimately the choice to use neon inks produced a wildly unique feature of the deck. It glows under blacklight, and the effect is mesmerizing.
Look, I'm from Miami, so it didn't take long before all the bright lights and pretty colors had me flashing back to my club-going days. It's pretty awesome. Having said that, Giovanni admits that the effect was completely unintentional, and you could see that to a degree on some of the cards, specifically the spade and club spot cards, which feature no neon, and therefore don't glow in the dark. I imagine that if he would have known, he would have made sure to include some UV reactive ink on those as well to maximize the effect. The card backs, however, do not suffer from that problem. They are simply luminous.
Still, it's a happy accident that, in combination with the premium crushed stock provided by the USPCC, makes the cards a joy to flourish and fan. Not even my shoddy cardistry can dampen cascades and waterbends with this deck. The standard boxes also glow under blacklight, although the premium limited edition tucks do not. The front of the standard boxes includes the Lunatica branding and edition names underneath a winged large spade pip with several crescent shapes and radiating lines meant to represent the many phases of the moon and rays of moonlight. A little more on the lore behind the moon symbolism later, but the back of the standard tucks include the image of the card backs, which feature some geometric fan shapes and intricate line work, and again are virtually identical save for a few minor details. The orientation of the wings on the small heart pips, the contrast of flower and skull on the edges, and some other tiny details. The sides feature the deck name, the top shows off the pips, and the bottom the traditional ad copy. The limited edition tucks feature orange foil on violet cardstock for the Phoenix deck and green foil on navy cardstock for the Chimera edition. The premium tuck boxes are wonderfully embossed, and both decks feature an image of what I imagine to be the goddess of the moon stamped on the holographic foil, although I suppose it could be 2 different goddesses as there are differences in hair, demeanor, and costuming.
One of the elements that defines Giovanni's style actually exists outside of his visual idiosyncrasies. He injects every project with a deep and well thought out lore. There's motivation behind the artistic choices that extends the creativity way beyond the visual.
Although the court cards, for instance, feature the obvious stamp to the design style some of his previous efforts like the Sins deck were famous for, the characterizations and ideas behind these cards are just as idiosyncratic.
Lunatica is derived from the word lunatico, a term that in Giovanni Meroni's native Italian has 2 meanings: to be from the moon and also to be crazy. In that way, the Lunatica deck exemplifies and embraces those concepts. The moon symbology and iconography speaks to the former reading, and the wild color palette and funky art style plays to the latter reading of the term.
Giovanni has meant for the two decks to tell two halves of the same story, with the Equinox edition representing the beginning and the solstice version embodying the end.
The phases of the moon also represent emotional states and psychological traits. Some of those deeper meanings are personified within the courts for both decks. Let's take a look at those quickly.
For the Equinox deck, the spades are the symbol of static negativity, the selfish magician, the queen of lies, and the king of indifference. The diamonds are the furious soldier, the queen of malice, and the hateful tyrant, representing negative passion. Clubs symbolize static positivity, the good guardian, the chaste angel, and the benevolent king. Hearts are positive passion, the knight of valor, the queen of love, and my personal favorite of all the core cards, the king of sacrifice, a great play on the traditional suicide king. With the solstice deck, the spades are meant to portray cold, clever evil, the dark knight, the queen of solitude, and the king of evil. The hearts are passion, the thief of hearts, the queen of seduction, and the king of pleasure. The paladin, the peaceful lady, and the righteous ruler are the clubs, portraying righteous good. And finally, symbolizing evil fury are the diamonds, the shocked guard, the envious countess, and the preacher of hate. The pips are all custom, and the jokers are really interesting too, and different across both variant decks. There are 3 jokers for each deck, although only 2 of them actually say joker. Deep lore and a bright and fun design, amazing feel and performance, plus the glow in the almost dark feature make the Lunatica series a collection worth owning and a must-have for fans of raves and/or Giovanni Meroni.
The decks are still available from thirdwayindustries.com, and if you use the promo code GENTLEMAN7, you can get 7% off your order. But if you're interested in owning the premium limited Phoenix and Chimera editions, you're in luck. Simply like this video, be subscribed to this channel, and comment below with the name of my favorite court card from the Lunatica Equinox deck, and you'll automatically be entered in a drawing to win not one, but both premium limited edition decks directly from me. Just make sure to check back in a couple of weeks for the announcement of the winner. One more thing, congratulations to YouTube commenter Accused Moonlight for being doubly lucky. Not only coincidentally having a relevant screen name with regards to this video, but also correctly pointing out my favorite reveal and winning my last random drawing giveaway on the Illusionist E-Deck review. You should have a message from me letting you know that you won. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm the Gentleman Wake. See you next time.